the walking philosopher's back again. Well, I'm going to be starting a job next week, so I maybe won't have the time to do these walks like I did before. But anyways, right now I'm thinking about the issue of transparency, and that's probably what I'm gonna, and it's probably because, as I move into this project, most of what I'm going to be talking about isn't always going to be these high ideological things. A lot of times I'm going to probably expressing personal stuff, like when I was talking those 2 pride videos I did. Those I had a little hesitancy to do because my feeling was that was maybe opening up, controversial, and that controversial, and that people are going to see me more as who I am. And I guess I'm starting to read this book called I Ain't Much, Baby, But I'm All I've Got, and he talks about being real. And, I think the problem with being real and saying this is who I am, this is what I think, this is what I believe, is the fear that people are not necessarily, some are going to agree, some are not. And if you have, even if somebody disagrees, if they disagree but still accept you for who you are, I think the biggest thing we have to learn, I believe, is to be able to agree to disagree. Because let's face it, I am not going to have opinions and feelings that necessarily match up with everybody else. And I have to love myself enough to say, even if somebody does not accept the way I think and feel on things, that I am still okay. Because we all think and feel differently about things. We have grown up in different societies and cultures, and I think there needs to be that freedom to agree to disagree in a peaceful manner. I believe we need to have more platforms where people can bring up disagreements and discuss issues in a peaceful manner without having to worry about people any recompense or punishment. Like, we live in America, and one of the things that I think makes America great, the freedom to say what we believe. That if there's ever a point where people cannot freely express their opinion in America, and that we're criminalized for what we say and think, then we are no longer in what I believe is what made America great. Because to me, what made America great is that freedom of speech. Granted, we don't want people going around and, hurting people. But I think we need that freedom to express things. To say, I am a Christian, I am a Muslim, I am a Jew, and this is what I believe. Or a Hindu or whatever, I don't know. But we need that freedom to say that and not to feel like we are going to be punished for expressing what and who we are. But, that is that fear. We even feel that I mean, when I was reading that book by Jess Lair, I ain't much, baby, but I'm all I've got, you know. Even in personal venues, we're sometimes afraid to say, hey, this is who I am. We're afraid of being rejected. And the thing I like what he was talking about is I think it was in the Zulu society, where they just were accepted, you know. And we need to be a society that accepts each other for what and who we are. As long as people aren't going out and hurting people. I mean, yes, I do believe, you know, things like where ISIS goes out and chops people's head off and stuff like that. Yes, that kind of thing must be rejected and fought against. But people just having different ideologies on things, I think we need to be accepting of that. But yet, at the same time, if people are going to go out and do damaging things to people, then yes, that should be rejected and fought against. Anyways, I'm trying to get a whole lot in a little segment. So for now, I think I'm going to end it. I haven't yet figured out exactly the question I'm going to ask, but I'm on my beach walk, so I just thought I'd at least express this, and I'll see what happens.